grab your PlayStation controller and hop in the sub because we got some sea turtles to save.
Is it too soon?
Maybe. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cardboard Draft House. My name's Ryan.
This is Dante.
And today we are playing Endeavor Deep Sea. This game currently has a expansion out on Kickstarter. We are not being sponsored in any way by the game or the company. We just happen to really like this game and wanted to do a co-op playthrough. In this game, you can play either co-op or players can play against one another. And today we are going to be teaming up to try to save the sea turtles. Well, actually, we're trying to save people in the Fallen Star, I guess. Yeah, let's run through how you play the game, and then we'll dive right in. Stupid. So in Endeavor Deep Sea, every round we're going to follow these steps here at the start of the round, and then we will take our actions, and once we're done using all of the discs that we want to use, we'll move on to the following round. The game lasts for 6 total rounds, and there are some objectives that we're trying to accomplish over here, and I'll explain those in a little bit. First, let's explain what you do at the start of a round. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to recruit specialists, which is notated by this icon here. The level of specialists you're able to recruit is indicated by these spots here on this track. So wherever your marker is will indicate the level of specialist that you can take. When our marker is here, we can only take level 1 specialists, which are the ones in this left-hand side of the tray. Every time you take a specialist, you'll take it from the tray and add it to your crew members. And when you take a specialist, if they show an icon here on the left-hand side, you're going to take that bonus immediately, moving your marker up the track the indicated number of spaces. Some specialists will only move you up a track 1 space, and they may also have some abilities that you'll be able to use on your turn. Some specialists will move you up a track 2 spaces, and they may not have any abilities that you can use on your turn. And likewise, some will give you no bonuses, but they might have multiple things that you can do on your turn, meaning they're a little bit more flexible to use. The next thing that you'll do at the start of a round is you will gain some discs into your supply. Discs are what you're going to use to place onto your team members to take actions. And just like this track here at the start of the game, our marker is at the leftmost space, meaning that we'll only gain 1 disc at the start of this round. Throughout the game, as your marker moves up, you might be gaining 3, 4, or even 5 discs per round. So after you gain your discs, you'll move on to removing discs from your current team members. And just like the other 2 tracks, wherever your marker is will indicate how many discs you're able to remove from your team members. At the start of the game, we only start with a team leader, and he does start with a disc on them. And so in the first round, we will be able to remove that 1 disc and add it to our supply. And then the next thing we do is we'll pass the first player marker, and then we get to take our actions. So let's go over the 5 actions that you're able to take in the game. On our team leader, they're able to take all 5 actions. So let's just go through these one at a time. The first icon shown is a steering wheel, and that's going to be movement. You're able to move up to the level shown on your blue track here. So just like all the other tracks at the start of the game, on the leftmost space, we're only able to move 1 spot. But as you move up this track, you'll be able to move 2, 3, 4, or 5 spaces. And that also indicates the depth that you're allowed to move down. So at the start of the game, we have to stay up here at the top level of the ocean. Whereas once we reach level 2 or 3, we're able to move further down. Also, as we move up this track, we will unlock additional submarines, which we'll put out into the ocean. The next action that you can take is sonar. And when you take this action, you'll place a disc on your worker that is going to sonar, and you'll need a second disc from your supply to put out onto a sonar space, which will show this symbol here. When you place a disc there, it's going to show you a number value, and that's going to be the level that you're going to be able to flip out into the ocean. So if this says 1 to 3, I could take 2 of any level 1, 2, or 3, choose which one I want to place out into the ocean. And when you place out a new tile into the ocean, you will receive a bonus for discovering that tile. Those are indicated here. So the next action that we can take here is to dive. And this shows the diving helmet symbol. When you place a disc on one of your team members and they're able to dive, you'll pick a spot where your submarine is, and you're able to take a dive token from that spot. Usually it will give you a bonus, or it will give you some DNA, which you can spend to do other things in the game. You can always store one dive token here on your board, but you can never have more than one stored. So if you would get a second one, you need to use one of the two immediately, and you can store the one that you just got. The next action shown is a sea turtle, and that's the conservation action. Whenever you see a space out on the board showing the sea turtle icon, if your submarine is in that space, you can spend the amount of DNA shown to place a disc there, and you'll receive the bonuses inside that circle. If you or another player has a disc that attaches to the one that you just placed, you and that other player will get the bonus shown that's linking those two spaces. If both of those happen to be your own discs, you will get that bonus one time. You don't get it 2 times for each disc. And if it's you and another player, you both will get that bonus 1 time. Lastly, we have the journal action. To journal, your submarine needs to be in a space showing the journal icon. And you'll place your disc on the team member who's going to journal, and you'll need another disc to place out onto the journal space. And when you do this, you'll look at the color shown for the journal. Up here, there's kind of a bluish gray. Down here, there's a brown X. And you'll be able to play any of the journal cards over here that show that icon. Right now, there are none that show that gray, bluish gray with the arrow up symbol out here, so you wouldn't be able to do that journal until we have a card that shows that symbol. Once you place your disc and you pay the appropriate amount of DNA, you take the journal card and you get to do any action shown on the card. And this symbol down here means that everybody else, all other players, get to do this bonus. All of the cards will give you a certain bonus, and they may give other players a bonus as well. The other thing that can be on a journal card might be an action space down here at the bottom. If you ever have a journal card like that, you can keep it off to the side and you can place a disc on it just as if it was a team member to take that action shown on the journal card. This game has a bunch of different missions that you can attempt. We are currently playing Mission 7, Recover the Fallen Star. I think there's like 10 or 12 of these different things. They give you all different objectives, whether you're playing co-op or versus each other. When you're playing co-op, the difficulty that you choose will indicate how many of these goals you need to achieve. Achieving 4 of the goals is beginner, 5 is intermediate, 6 is advanced, and doing all 7 goals is legendary. We think today we want to try to go for 5, but if we can try, we'll push for 6, but we're saying that we're going to achieve 5. So let's go over what this mission's all about and tell you what goals we're trying to achieve. So each mission always shows you a starting setup for the ocean, which I've placed out here already. The first goal that we're trying to achieve for co-op, we need to have representation in all 5 zones of this column here, meaning we either need to have a disc or at the end of the game, we need to have one of our subs in all of these spaces. So for this goal here, it does say all players. And so that means that Dante and I both need to have representation in each of these 5 tiles at the end of the game to fulfill this objective. The second objective is to have conservation and journal discs in columns A, B, D, and E, which none of these are out here yet. We're going to need to do the sonar action to start to build these spaces so that we can start placing our discs for conservation and journals out here. We need to have 13 total discs between the 2 of us to achieve this goal. The third goal listed is to have rescued everybody from the fallen star. To do this, every time you see a a little star icon on the board. That means to place an impact marker out here onto this board. What this goal is saying is that we need to have this bottom part, which is called the rescue grid, completely filled by the end of the game. And to do that, you can only place discs here if you get them from this specific space. And there's exactly 12 star icons on this space, and there's exactly 12 here. So we need to fully complete this tile if we want to try to complete this goal. Every time you place an impact marker out here, if it shows a bonus, you get to do that bonus immediately, whether it be move up a track, get some DNA, get a disc into your pool. This symbol here means to raise your lowest track up one. And the last thing that this will give you is points at the end of the game. Any yellow space that's filled gives you a point. Any orange space that's filled gives you 2 points. And any of these kind of reddish pink spaces give you 3 points at the end of the game. One of our other goals here is to have 45 points total for a 2-player co-op between our impact board, our journals, and any level 5 team members that we might have in our crew. The last goals that are going to show up, we actually don't know what they are yet. They're in this deck here. There's 6 total in the game, but we shuffle them and we only draw 3. Every turn, we're going to flip out a goal, so we'll start to know what they are. But in rounds 4, 5, and 6, we're actually going to be flipping out a setback card, which is going to do something to hinder us in the game. So hopefully we can achieve 5 of these goals without the setbacks screwing us up too bad. One of them probably is PlayStation controller malfunction. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start the game. We launch our ships out into remote anchorage. And whenever you launch a ship, you get the bonus shown for arriving into that space. So that's a bump on the blue track.
All right, so beginning of the first round, we're going to do our bonus goal. Our bonus goal is Steam, Reputation, Inspiration. So we need to get them to 40 plus in order to achieve this.
Yep.
We'll put that down here.
So we just need to get our rep and our inspiration all the way maxed out, both of us.
All right, and we're going to start with choosing our guys.
Yep. Get to draft first.
I'm going to go with this blue guy right over here. And this guy. So I get to place an impact right away. Go right here, bump the blue, which unlocks my sub. And arrives here, which gives me another bump in blue. Boop.
I might take the sonar operator. And they are going to give me a bump in yellow. So then we're going to gain our discs. We each get 1.
Pull 1.
Yep. We both pull 1 back. And we are on actions.
All right. I'm going to start by doing a sonar action. So flip these 2 guys out. We have the volcanic island and the rig.
There's some conservation on the rig.
Yep, we have the rig, gives conversation. This one gives you journals, but we want to probably go with more conservation. So that one gives me 1 yellow and 1 DNA, which is always good. So this area, when all these are filled, every player who has at least 1 disc here gets to promote 1 specialist.
I'm going to sonar as well. So that spot right there says 2 or 3s. So let's do 2 2s. Yeah, no, we got to go with this one because we need the conservation, and that also gives us some dive tokens, which is good because we're going to need DNA to do all this stuff anyway. So you can put that one back. That's going to give me a green bump and a blue bump. And then we fill that with, is it 3?
Yep.
3 dive tokens.
All right, for my turn, I'm just gonna move. And I think I'm gonna go 1, 2. Because I could go to level 2 and I will get a bump in green.
I might just stay put and save this disc because moving over there to the other spot, I have no DNA. I won't be able to conserve. Getting that red bump doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I think I'm just going to pass. I'm going to stay.
All right, so we place first player marker.
All right.
It's now the start of the new round, so we're going to show our new bonus goal. As this is synergistic, zones with at least 1 disc or sub and null players. So we need to be in 9 different zones.
Oh, wow.
Which we should be able to do. I mean,
yeah, we already have the goal of being in all 5 of those, so we just need to do 4 more.
Right.
It's not too bad. We should be able to, if we're going for that, we might as well go for that. So we are drafting. I'm going to take the pilot because this will trigger a little bit of stuff for me to do. So because I take the pilot, I get to place an impact out. I'm going to put an impact right here, which is going to give me a blue, which then unlocks this sub. And I will launch this sub right here, which will give me an orange bump.
Yep. And we can do this because our objective lets us place anywhere in a level 1.
Yep. It says whenever you gain a vessel, you may choose any depth 1 zone as the launch zone. So I can place anywhere along the top.
I'm going to take this lady. It gives me a yellow, which gives me to level 2.
Do it, lady.
All right, so we get disc, still 1.
Still 1. Tell him, Peter.
I get to pull 2.
I'm pulling 1, but that's all I got.
And it's up to you now.
Oh, boy. So now I'm wondering if I just move, get a disc back, then I could sonar, get like a level 3 thing here.
Well, I was thinking going here, and I could do that, which also gives us another disc.
I like your style. All right, yeah, let's go. Saddle up, partner. Move 1. I am here at the level 2 spot, so I can go to depth 2. Arrival bonus is get a disc to my supply.
All right, I'm also going to use a move.
Nice.
I'm going to get this back.
Look at us. We're hanging out. So then I will use my sonar operator to sonar for a level 1 through 3. You think I should go for the 3, and if you go there, you're going to go for the 4?
Yeah.
All right. Give me 2 3s, man. 3 3s, man. Just kidding. Okay. I think I might do this one, though.
Sure. I mean, it helps with our requirements.
Yeah. So that gives me 2 bumps on this red-orange track. That means I can start to recruit level 2 people. That's what I was really going for there.
Okay, my turn. I'm also going to go here. Because we linked up, we get 1 disc back. Don't forget your disc.
Oh, yeah. Duh. I was so enthralled with what you might draw that I wasn't even thinking about it.
I like this. But I also like this because I like the bonuses better.
Yeah, but would you be able to conserve wherever you're at to
get the green? Yeah. So actually, no, that is fine.
Yeah.
So we'll go with this one. Gives me a
4.
blue.
We got 4 dive tokens.
I get a disc back. And I get a DNA, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's my turn.
Strong plays, man. I really want to try to get one of these up a little higher so I get some more discs and stuff going on. That's why I was like, I wonder if I just sonar right now and try to chance it and try to get like a yellow and a green bump.
Go for it.
But it's definitely like a scary. I don't know. I'm scared, but I'm gonna sonar. Let's roll the dice. It'll probably be terrible. So I'm gonna go on this sonar spot here, which is 3+. I will look at 2 level 5s. And hopefully, oh dang. What's up, dude? Double yellow green. Yep, we gotta do it. So I get 1, 2 yellow, and I get a green. It's gonna be a good setup for next turn for sure.
I'm going to conserve.
Nice.
And I just spend 1, or do I spend 2? We'll just do easy and spend 1.
Yeah.
Get a green, which gets me to 2.
Heck yeah, dude.
And that's it.
Yep. I got nothing left, so I'm passing.
Yep, same.
All right. So this is gonna move. We're gonna flip over our next goal. Scholarly. Leftover research. Oh my gosh. For 12, we need 12 for 2-player left over at the end of the game. Probably not.
Probably not going to happen.
No thanks.
All right. So I draft my person. Still at level 1.
Oof.
I'm going to take this die person just because.
Yeah, you're gonna need to start getting some DNA. We both are gonna have to.
Yeah, I will need some die. So, and that bumps me 1 red at least.
Yeah.
Which we also need for this.
True. Yeah, you do need to get to the max out on these tracks if we're gonna achieve that. Yeah, I got to take the reef diver too, I think. All right.
All right. Then we get disc. I get 2.
I also get 2.
I get to pull 2.
I also get to pull 2, and I don't think I'm sonaring, so I'm gonna take these 2.
I don't think I'm on a sonar. Should I just take the move?
Yeah, that's what I did.
I mean, I could sonar once. I'll take the sonar.
No.
Because I might be able to just get that to give us a red.
Free orange bump.
So I will go with that. All right. I'm going to start with easy. I'm just going to get one of these.
Yeah.
Just 3 DNA or a free movement.
Yep. I too am going to move, and I will move this guy right here, which the arrival bonus is a green bump. Let's bump that track.
So I'm going to conserve, and I'm going to use this to give me a +3, so go to 4. I'll discard this. And I think I will spend all 4. I'm going to go with the expensive one.
Really?
So we're going to go 1 plays here, and here's here. Plays here.
Right.
It's going to give me a yellow.
Yep.
It gives me a red because I connected.
Yep. And you get an impact.
To get an impact, which we can get a red or a blue. I think I'm just going to get another red. And maybe get us closer to this yellow one.
I'm going to dive. I bottomed to dive. Let's dive with the diver. That's 4 DNA or move up on a track of my choice.
Okay, I am going to do this because I can only do this here. We both get a bump in red.
Nice, dude.
It gets me to level 3. I can only look at once, which is fine. Red and a disc, or 2 discs. We're just gonna go red on disc. And this is easy conservation also. So, put that there.
Yep.
So that gives me another bump in red, and it gives me 1 disc back.
Oh man, blue is killing me though. I do need to up my blue.
That one gives you your blue.
Yeah. I think right now I should do the yellow because then I'll be able to remove 3 for the next round, and then maybe I do a conserve on my way out of that for the blue or something. Because like we need to get down here if we're going to do this at all. Because right now I'm thinking these are doable. I think these are doable. And then we either need to do this, this, or this. All right. I think I'm going to use this token to get 4 DNA. I'm going to conserve. I'm just debating about where. It's either like this spot right here or this spot right here. I'm going to do this spot right here so that I only have to spend 3. So I'll place my disc here, conserve here, spend 3, go to 1. That bumps me up the green track by 1.
I think you should spend the 2.
Well, I want the impact. So that way...
Well, you go here, that also gives you an impact. And the disc. That also gives me that stuff too.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I wasn't even looking at that.
It saves you 1 energy also. That you can use up here if you want. Future.
All right. Yeah, we're going to do that instead. My bad. I'm going to just spend the 2, as Dante pointed out. So I'm gaining 1 back. I bumped up my green already. And because I linked here, that's going to give me a disc.
Get a disc as well.
It's going to give me an impact. And I'm going to put my impact right here and get yellow and another disc.
I can get a red or a blue.
You might be our depth guy, man. I don't know.
I guess we'll start linking us closer.
Yeah, that was my turn.
I pass, can't do anything.
Same, also passing.
Okay, so pass this.
All right. So now we are going to start drawing our setback cards. And let's see what these are going to do to us here. Exhaustion. Each player returns 1 disc of their own from a conservation site of their choice to their staging area. This is the staging area, so we do get it back to like use or whatever. But
I mean, I want to take this one. It only costs 1. And you only have the 2.
yeah, I have to take this one. Dang, dude.
That's fine. We can redo those now if we wanted to.
That's true. So yeah, we removed our conservation. The staging area is this zone here. And so that is all good and all done. I'll just put this over here out of the way.
All right, pick your dude.
Man. We can get level 3s. I think I got to go the move dive guy though.
I think I also should take that. Yes.
All right.
And go to discs.
Yep. So I'm getting 3.
And 2. And I can only pull 2.
I can pull 3. So we'll do 1 and 2.
I don't think I need
I
it.
don't know if I'm going to sonar or not. Yeah, I might. So I'm going to take this back. 3. I would really like to dive that last token there.
That's fine.
Since I can't go to depth 3 yet, I figured you could use your guy to move and then dive like one of those. And that gives a red bump too.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm probably doing is conserving since our conservation got taken off the freaking board. We'll conserve and I'm going to spend my 2 and just go in that same spot again and get a green bump.
And then we both get impact.
Oh yeah, because we linked that. Yep.
Well, we want to get us closer to that, so I'll take this one, and you can take that blue so you can start hitting them that way.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm supposed to go first, which would mean that I can't chain to that one yet.
Right.
unfortunately.
That's fine.
So I guess I just do that blue right now and get a blue bump.
Okay, I'll just go here.
You get a yellow and a disc.
My turn. Just gonna go here. Gives me yellow. Get to look at one of these, which also gives me a red.
Yeah, because this bonus shows that whenever you dive here, you get a red.
And then it's 3 DNA or a disc,
Nice.
which we don't need discs.
No, we do not. So I am going to do the move and dive. You can do these in any order you want. So I'm going to go ahead and dive first. Take this here, which is 3 DNA or a dive action. And then I'm going to do my move. And I will move 1 right here. That gives me another disc.
Well, I'm gonna use this because
3 DNA.
yep. Because I'm doing this, and I know I'm just gonna not use that one because I don't need discs.
For sure.
Yeah, this is
Nice.
and I get a red bump because I took one. So now I'm at level 4.
I think I'm going to sonar to bump up my blue. So we're going to go sonar. I'm going to go right there. That doesn't let me look at any tiles, but it does give me 2 blue bumps, 1 and 2. So now I can go to depth 3.
My turn. We're gonna conserve because we need to keep doing that. And I think I want to do this one. So that gives me a green and an impact. And I feel like you're right about getting blue. So I'm just gonna so we can start getting closer to level here. And then we both each get a green.
Yeah, because he linked that there. So bump up green 1 more.
That's it for me.
I think the last thing I can do is move. So I'm going to go down here. That'll give me a yellow bump. And then I will spend my token to do a dive action. And because I did that, it gives me a orange bump. And I get this token here, which is 4 DNA or a bump up a track.
That's it. I pass.
I also pass. We're just disc rich, dude.
Yep.
Jesus. All right, so this moves over to Dante. And we see what our next setback is, dude. Government intervention. All players return 1 disc from any depth 1 or depth 2 zone of their choice to their supply. I mean, we don't care about those sonars like at all.
I mean, we need to keep these. We don't care about these.
Yep.
Yeah, so return these.
Yep.
So we should do these just because technically we could link them.
Let's go. And it says supply, not your, yeah. That one wasn't too bad, I
No, that would
guess.
not hurt us. If it was only 1, that would have hurt us.
Yep.
Pick our person.
You get level 4s?
I do get level 4s.
Girl.
Which I think I should just take this
The one that bumps everything, yeah. So good.
It gives me the blue. Sure.
So I'm out here at level 3s still.
Where should I start my ship at? So I just started here?
You could get like a free conserve and then dip out of there. There's one that's 0. Yep.
Because I mean, we need to also place disc in other places.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Let's start here.
I've been keeping a sub up there with the intention of placing a conservation out at some point, and it just hasn't happened yet.
We'll go here, which then lets me put an impact token. And I'm just gonna now finally get us to this area so we can start getting the points that we need.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me a red.
I'm taking this guy so that I can get some conservation or journal actions going, and it gives me a double green. So my green is getting pretty close to being maxed out.
Well,
We
so
only have this turn and one more turn after, so it's getting close, man.
yep. So upgrade our disc. I get 3.
I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I also pull 3. Just 1.
I pull 3 back. So 1, 2. I don't know if I do movement. We'll do movement.
We're just gonna.
Are you gonna move and dive? So you can move and dive and land here and gives you impact, and then you could like get blue or something
Yeah,
out of that.
I'm gonna do that.
Did you take from here?
I think so. I was telling you disc. I don't even know where I took from anymore. Took from here. Okay. Yep. Going on here. Got a green.
Wait, where did you put it on your dude? You just took a disc from here and threw it in your supply.
Oh. There we go. So go here. Do this.
Lose a disc to get 5.
Yep.
Strong.
I think I would lose the disc again 5. So many. So that goes away. Got 5. So, and I get to place an impact. And I think I just do need to start bumping.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. How do I want to do this? All right. I'm going to spend this token to get 4. And then I'm going to move and dive. So I'll dive first. I'm going to dive right here, and that gives me a red-orange bump. And then I am moving, and I'm going to move over to this spot, which gives me a DNA.
I think I have things going on. Good things.
We got things cooking?
I'm going to do this first because I'm going to upgrade. I want to upgrade this person first.
Yeah.
So use this person first. So do this.
You get an impact.
Get an impact. We'll keep bumping the blue, I guess. Oh, no, because I need to get us 2. Okay.
Where's your DNA at?
Oh, yeah, so I have all of this. This is not 1 away. We're just going to get 3 more because I don't care about... Do I care about the disc or upgrading maybe one of these? Maybe that's better. Yeah, so get rid of this. So get 3 more, so I'm at 8. Now go ahead.
I am going to journal. So I'm going on this guy here, and I'm going to journal this yellow space. I was going to take this one here, which costs 3. 1, 2, 3. Leaves me with 2 DNA. It's going to give me 2 green. 1, 2, which gives me an impact because I landed on that. So I get to place an impact out here. I'm going to take red or orange. Move up there. And then I get to upgrade a person. You get a disc. Just what you always wanted, I know. So I'm going to upgrade a person. I'm going to upgrade my marine biologist. And when they have a disc on them, that just goes back to your main supply, and they're going to flip over. So now I can do a double conserve action with that guy.
Now I'm finally going to do what I was going to do before.
Journal? Oh, a new one should be out. My bad.
Oh, damn.
It's 1 cheaper. It doesn't give you a yellow bump, but it gives me a... Well, I don't need green bumps really, but...
The double movement at the bottom is what...
That's a thing, dude. We might need that at the end. I mean, this one does give you a single.
I guess I should go with the cheaper one. I'll go with the cheaper one. And I don't think we're going to get over here, so...
Probably not.
I get to flip a person. I was going to flip this person, but now this person seems better now. Because this gives me a dive and a conserve.
And you're going to move up double red.
Yep, so this
You're
goes.
popping off. I'm going to take my green before we forget.
Yes.
So I get a free green bump here.
So I get a double red, which that gives me an impact.
Which you could place blue and then get another impact if you want.
Yeah, so we'll do blue. So now I can get to level 5, which we're going to place finally start original down here, which gives me a DNA.
Nice.
And then did I do everything? I flipped, I did that, I took the disc, I did those. Yes, go ahead.
Popping off, dude. All right, so my plan all along was to use my aquaculturalist to do a double conserve. So that's 3 discs in total, which I got plenty of. And while it isn't great, I don't connect anything. I was going to go for that one there and that one there because they're 1 DNA each, and I've got 2 left. So I spend 1, 2, and that gives me a blue bump and a blue bump, which then finally gets me to depth 4 and unlocks a sub. I think with that, I go over here, and that gives me an impact, which I can place here and get 1 DNA back.
I wanted to use one of these to maybe just go down here, and then I can do this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, we'll use one. We're gonna, maybe I move this guy, because this guy at this point doesn't do anything.
True.
Because we need to leave a guy here no matter what for this. So maybe that is better. So 4. I get 2 DNA.
I was thinking of conserving with my team leader up there since I have 1 DNA left. I'll conserve with my team leader. I'm going to spend 1 DNA. I'm going to go right here for 1 DNA. That gives me a yellow bump.
Okay, now we're going to do this. We'll start with this. Get an impact. And we can start placing here.
Yeah. Because he's finally on the falling star space, the impacts can go down here on this grid. And whenever you dive here, you get an impact. Dang. Get 4 DNA or upgrade one of your dudes.
We'll see. We'll get rid of this. So I'm gonna
I don't know, man.
I mean, I need the energy regardless. And then I'm gonna actually do this one. So spend 6. Place this here, which gives me the yellow.
Right.
And then gives me
double impact. And yeah, you have to go down there or else we can't fill that whole thing up. Might as well take the DNA, right?
Yeah.
That's you?
That is me.
All right. I'm going to move. And I'm going to move this guy and go 1, 2, 3. I can move up to 4 spaces and I can move to depth 4. And that gives me a disc back when I land there.
Actually, I should wait on this because I can do this with this guy.
Right.
So I should probably do either this or this. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough disc next round to do everything. We'll see.
At least flipping your guy, you'll take every disc off. Because even if you can only take off 4, if you upgraded this guy, you would take everything off. You're going to get as many as you can get with the green. Like, you know, just got to hope.
All right, let's journal. We'll do here. So it costs 4. So go down to 3.
So you're doing this one, right?
Yep.
For brown, which gives you an impact here, which you got to put down here.
Which I'll take.
That'll get you, another DNA back. So that's yours.
And then it gives me 2 bumps in red. So 1, 2, which gives me an impact, which will get a DNA back and a green.
Yeah, anytime you make it to the end of a track here, it shows a little arrow and you loop back onto the impact spot, meaning that you just keep placing impact as long as you can keep wrapping around the end of that track.
Okay. Then I get another impact just to place in, which we'll do this.
Can't be there.
This one?
It can't be
Oh, no,
down there.
yeah.
It's got to be up here. So you could
Yeah, we start this one.
Or yeah.
We start that one.
All right. I get a bump on my lowest track, which is yellow, so that's going to bump me here.
And then I get to flip the person. Do the movement guy, I guess. Yeah, we'll do the movement guy. We'll flip this. Gives me yellow, green. Okay. That's it. Go ahead.
Dang, dude. I need to have presence here as well, which means I need to get to 5 blue somehow, some way. All right, so I'm going to spend this dive token, which lets me conserve at a discount of 1. So I'm going to conserve here for 0, and that will bump my yellow by 1.
Okay, I pass. I can move, but I don't see the reason to do that. Yeah, I should not use my test. I'm going to pass.
Okay. I'm passing too. I got nothing left to do.
Okay.
Last round, man. Let's make it count.
Setback.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is this? What is this? We got a reader, dude. Protected waters. Find the depth 3 zone that contains the most discs. If tied, choose one. Yeah, there's only the one. Return all discs there to their owner's staging area and set aside any subs there. Discard the zone and replace it with the top zone from the depth 3 stack. Place the set aside sub there in the new zone. And it doesn't say I get the arrival bonus or anything.
Yeah. So this goes back to your thing.
That it says staging area. So
yeah.
That's here.
So this goes away.
Discarded. Some dive tokens, dude.
So I'm not gonna get it. So.
That's funny. I wish I got that arrival bonus. It's blue.
I mean, that is not that bad of a setback. We did lose a circle though.
Yeah, that was the worst part of it, honestly.
But if that was full of things, that would have been.
Oh, terrible.
All right. Pick your person.
All right, man. I feel like I should just take the oceanographer and get a bump on every track. The points on that is 1 point for every 3 zones where you have a disc or a sub.
So it'll give us like 2 points if I flip it.
Yeah, it's not great, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going to take the oceanographer. That gives a bump on all 4 tracks. So 1, 1, 1, and 1. Oh boy.
So the dilemma is I could take this or this. The blue bump one doesn't do anything.
But that action is strong.
That strong is very strong because it lets me do 3 things.
Conserve, dive, and move, which you're going to need to conserve. You get a dive token, and then you're going to probably need to move that guy at some point up to here.
Right. Or I can move one of these guys down here where we might need a presence.
Right. What is the points on that?
For each zone where you have a conservation. So maybe 1, 2, 3, which is 1 more point than the other one.
True.
Let's go with this.
All right. Cool. Decisions have been made, man.
You get 3. 1, 2, 3. I get an impact. Which we'll just add
some points.
Because we need points.
We do need points. All right, man. So now we get our discs. I'm getting 5.
I'm also getting 5. Oh, actually, that's a little better because I shall need the discs.
3, 4, 5. Now we're taking discs back. I can only take off 4.
Same.
So we get 1,
1,
2, 3,
I think I need the dive, so I'll do this one.
I might need the movement, so I'm going to take movement. I think my first order of business is I'm going to dive and move. And so I get to do these in either order, and you can pick different subs for each of those actions. So I'm going to dive with this sub here to get this, which bumps me up 1 on my lowest track. Since these are tied, I'm going to pick blue. Flip this over. It's just straight up 4 DNA. Then I'm going to move, and I'm either moving one of those two. Yeah, we'll take this guy and we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is going to give me a yellow bump, which lands me on an impact spot. So then I'm going to take green and a DNA. Get 1 DNA. My green wraps around, which lands me back on an impact spot, which I will take the red. Sorry, I'm not getting us points, but I need to get this maxed out, so.
Start with this. So I'm going to do boop, boop. So that gives me 2 greens, 2 impacts. We're going to need more impacts.
Really?
I'm going to run out.
Heck yeah, dude.
So place here. I guess we'll do one each one. Do impact, green, done. Then green gives me an impact, which that one goes here. And then the other one's going to go here, which raises my lowest, which is this one.
Nice. You could probably just start using discs if you have to for impact. And if the rule book says that impacts are limited, it can go straight to hell.
I don't believe they're limited.
I don't think they are either. They just didn't foresee impact Dante just coming down. And
we'll place yours, and then if we run out, we'll have to get another player's. And then I did connect that, so I actually get it this back. That's important.
Yep. So let's do this first. I'm going to conserve twice. I'm going to use this token here to get 4 DNA, which will put me to 5. And then I can do both of these for 4 total. So that puts me back to 1. It gives me 2 bumps on yellow, 1, 2. And it gives me 1 bump on yellow, which gives me an impact. I'll put my impact here to complete my red-orange track, which gives me an impact. So that impact can go here. And then because I linked those two and this one, I get 2 more impact. And so those are just going to go right there and there. It's 4 more points, dude. I'm contributing.
Yeah, so now we have, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, so that's 14.
Plus this.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 from this.
And then 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So we need like 10 more. These and 5 more discs, which I think we can do.
Your level 5 guy might give us some points.
True.
If you flip them.
If I flip them.
Let's go, baby. Let's do all 7. I'm not scared.
Well, let's start with this. Let's just conserve.
And dive.
And dive. We'll dive first. And that gives us an impact, which then raises my this, which then I'm out of discs.
Yep.
Okay. This gives me a disc or 3 DNA. I need the DNA. I mean, this also flips, but then if I need to buy the card, it's going to flip something anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, we'd rather just get 4 DNA.
Mm-hmm.
So go to 9.
Mm-hmm.
This goes away.
Cool.
And I will conserve.
Yeah, because that was just your dive.
I'll spend 6, which put me down to 3. Grab this. Put this here. Gives me a red.
And
It
2
links
more
for the green. And then 2 more impacts, which I'm out of impacts.
down here. Raise your lowest twice.
Well, I think it's each one. So it's just like bump,
Yep.
bump.
Yeah. Cool turn, man. You're carrying this team. You brought the PS5 controller. I'm on PS2. Yeah, so my plan, because I'm quickly running out of dudes. Oh. One of my guys does flip over for conservation. I'm just not on any conservation spots. Bruh. I mean, we did say we were only trying to go for 5, but, it would be cool if we got just about every single one. Anyways, I was going to dive here because that will give me some DNA and it will up my blue finally to max. And then I'll be able to move there. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive. That's my only character that can dive. We'll take this token. It gives me my lowest stat moving up 1. So my blue finally hits there, gets me an impact, and I can place that there. Oh, and 3 DNA or another impact.
I mean, it'll be easy since we need to do this anyway. Straight up 4 DNA. Nice. So 7. And that gives us an impact. It just raises my lowest. What might I get? I think I might get a red. Because I might do that one up there, which will give us each a disc.
Nice. Can I journal that spot in the fallen star? Is that going to jack you up?
This one?
Yeah.
No, you can do it.
Where else were you going to journal? Were you going to journal to flip somebody?
I mean, I can always move here and journal. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah. I can move. It's fine. I mean, I'm already here. I can move my ships.
You just need to have a ship here at the end of the game.
Yes. I mean, I have 2 movements, so I'm okay.
Okay. So for my turn, I'm going to move. I guess it's best to leave presence there and then move this guy. It's just safer to move this, I think.
Yeah.
So I go 1, 2, and I get 2 DNA. 2.
Well, you only have 1 dude left.
I'm going to journal with him,
Oh.
and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to flip a guy, and that will also give me a movement to... Well, I guess I don't really need the movement, but it's the only card I can get anyway, so...
That works.
Yeah, I might need to do one of those journals, huh?
I can do them both.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap, bro. You're carrying this team, sir.
Okay. So
I'm here for it.
we'll do this. We'll go here. We're going to conserve. We're going to spend 1 energy. I'm going to place here, which gives us both the disc. I also get a bump in red, which just puts me here and puts another one here. And that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. I am going here to journal, and I will put a journal right here on this spot. And the only one I can get is this, and it costs 3 DNA, which I have. Go to 0. And that gives us an impact. So I can do this. I helped, dude. You can't say I didn't help. Raises one of these. I don't know.
Oh, the problem with this.
I can upgrade a guy that can dive, and I can take care of that dive.
Cool. But then how are you going to get here?
The moving. Oh.
Oh, you fuck. Yeah, we're fucked. I mean, still be able to do 5. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I have move here. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Oh boy. All right. Sorry, I was in the middle of something. We did the impact. I get to raise one of these stats. That's where I'm at. I don't know. I'll do yellow. Okay. Now I'm doing this card, and I get to upgrade yellow again, and I get to upgrade a person, and I just need to upgrade a dive person, right? Somebody that lets me dive.
Mm-hmm.
We'll flip this guy. This goes away. I get a double red bump. And then we get our linking bonuses, bro. And so I get a red bump and a yellow bump, which both of those are going to trigger impact. Bro, look at us go. Nobody's ever filled an impact board this much. Are we at 45 yet?
Probably.
Yeah. I journaled, got the impact there.
I guess there is a problem.
What?
That requires a green. There's no green out there.
Oof. All right.
Oh, well, I need to move anyway.
Well, instead of doing those journals, can't you just conserve up there?
I don't have conserves.
Oh, right.
And nothing flips to conserve.
How are you going to do double journal?
Oh, that does 1, and I can flip this to do a second one.
Got it. Well, I mean, you do 1, and then you have to hope that a green pops out, right?
I'm going to move and go 1, 2, 3. Get a blue. I mean, we did survive. We can get this. We got this. We have these two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we've completed the objective we set out to do. We're just trying to do more. We're trying to win more at this point.
I mean, we don't have this one, and we don't have this one. What's the other one? Do we have this one?
Probably. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45
Okay,
when
yeah.
I do dive right now.
Yep.
So yeah, we have the co-op one completed. I mean, I'm doing that for sure. So, and I need to be there to complete this one.
Mm-hmm. And I can move there. I guess you have to move. So we're fine.
I'll do this, dive, get this last one.
Oh man, there's just 3 energy now.
Yeah, so I'll spend this.
Oh no, you can't conserve because you don't have any people to conserve with.
Dive tokens. Dive tokens display that during your turn, you may spend any number of dive tokens. When you spend a token, you either gain its research value or take advantage of its effect. Spending dive tokens is in addition to activating your specialist as normal. You may spend dive tokens in place of activating a specialist. Okay. You may spend tokens before and or after activating your specialist or even between its actions if it is
so
a
you
multi.
can.
Let's go, baby. All right. I drew the perfect token here. So I'm currently doing this. I just did my dive. I got this token. I am going to spend it for the movement. And so I can move.
That one?
Yes. And I can go up there and do a 0. Just move me up there.
Gives you an impact.
Yup. So
we have the points now.
yep. And because I did that last dive, that actually goes there, which gives me a DNA. Forgot about that. Sorry, everybody. So actually, yeah, I should move here, which instead removes one of my impact. My bad, rewinding. Because now that I have that 1 DNA from this space, I can do this one. So I move there, which is going to give me a green bump. And then now I'm doing the conserve action from my specialist. And so I can go here, spend my 1 DNA, which gives me another green bump, which is going to give me a disc.
Gives me a red.
And it gives Dante and I both a red. That was me.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. And you can only do the blue one because there's only one blue one.
Mm-hmm.
That costs 4. Jesus.
It gives 2 points, though.
It goes down to 2.
I get a disc.
You do get a disc. I get a bump in red, yellow, and green, so I get 2 more impacts.
Yep.
And then we flip out another one.
I am moving here. And so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I get a green, which gives another impact, which goes here.
And I need to move because now we have 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. So I need to move. There's going to move over here.
Mm-hmm. Gives you a yellow.
Yep. And
oh, on my turn, I will discard this for 3 DNA.
I'll discard mine for 3 DNA also. Doesn't get us to 12, but we got close.
It doesn't? For real?
We got close.
Uh,
All right, and yep, I pass.
Also pass.
All right, so that is the end of the game. We said our goal was 5, and once we hit 5, we want to try to go for 6, and I believe we did. So
and once we hit 6, we were going to try to go for 7,
but
we barely missed all 7.
Yep. So the first one is have presence in the middle, and we each do.
Yep.
So that is completed. Have 13 plus in conservation and journaling, which we do.
Yep. We've
Exactly
got 1, 2,
13.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that is completed.
Rescue everybody on the ship.
We friggin' rescued the heck out of these people.
Yep. Have both our red and green at max, which we both did.
Boom.
Be in 9 plus zones.
Zones with at least 1 disc or ship of all players.
Which is 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 11. 10.
Oh, did I misread this? Zones with at least 1 disc or ship of all players. We do need to both be in the zones.
So we did not do that one.
We did not do that one because I misread it. But we still hit 5 goals, which is what we set out to do. We thought we had this one. That was my fault.
Yep, in the DNA, we are short 4.
Yeah, we've got 8 left over.
And then final one is 45 or more points, which we absolutely have more than 45 points.
Yeah. So yeah, we got the co-op victory here. We got the chain, which is have presence. Both of us have presence in all of those columns. We did the impact of journaling and conserving. We saved everybody from the wreckage, and we are very esteemed. But we're not synergistic or scholarly, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever, who needs to be scholarly? Heck yeah, dude. Good game.
Yeah.
We got there. Would have been cool if we hit 6, but that was my bad. I misread that. I thought we just needed to have some presence in those zones.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, guys. As always, remember to like and subscribe. We're a new channel, so it would mean the world to us if you did. And let us what we did wrong, where we could have done better to maybe get the 6th one or even the 7th one.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, remember to drink and play responsibly.
Definitely.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good one.